Hey, good morning, good people of God. I don't usually come like this on my videos because I always have to wait for the Lord to release me to say something that he needs for me to say, especially pertaining to me personally in my life and how he deals with me. But he told me this will be the year where he will release me and give me the okay to tell my dreams that he's been giving me. And so I have a book of dreams. Man, I write them down because I don't know what they mean once I wake up and, they be on my mind. I'm like, well, God, what does that mean? He don't necessarily tell me exactly what it means after I wake up. It'd be months or months later that he tells me what it means. But last year, I want to say in like July, August or September, around that time, I had a dream. And then this dream is like I was in a wooded area or something like that. And it started off, I just see some legs. I didn't know that the legs were mine at first. And the legs were, it was a python wrapped around the legs of this person. Until I started getting deeper and deeper in the dream, I saw that it was me. But when I looked up, I saw that it was an eagle lifting me up. And so as the eagle kept lifting me up higher and higher, because that snake had a grip around my legs, it would not let me go. It's like I couldn't do anything. And so as the eagle kept lifting me up higher and higher, the snake began to lose its grip on me to where I can get one leg out. And once I got one leg out, I started kicking the snake on his head with my other foot. And then I woke up out of the dream. I sat on the side of my bed for a minute. I was like, God, what was that about? We do know that the snake represents the serpent in the Bible, which is the enemy. And we do know that eagles represent spiritual meaning from God. So I was like, I thought about it for a minute. He didn't ever tell me what it was. So I'd say about a month or two later, I'm reading, doing my daily devotion, and I'm in Revelations chapter 12. And I was like, this is my dream right here. And I was like, how did God has a way of revealing what he's trying to tell you. And so I found in Revelations 12, starting at 13, ending in verse 17, it says, when the dragon realized that he had been thrown down to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child. But she was given two wings like those of great eagles, so she could fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness. There she would be cared for and protected from the dragon for a time, times, and a time and a half. Then the dragon tried to drown the woman with the flood of water that flowed from his mouth. But the earth helped her by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that gushed out from the mouth of the dragon. And the dragon was angry at the woman and declared war against the rest of her children, all who keep God's commandments and maintain their testimony for Jesus. I was shocked. I sat there for a minute. I was like, that's exactly what I dreamed. I just didn't have the water in my dream. But I dreamed of a big python squeezing my legs, but an eagle was helping me, raising me up. And so God began to say, look up snakes in altitude. And so what I did, I found out that snakes in altitude, that most snakes cannot survive at high altitudes. The higher the snake goes, the weaker the snake becomes. That's why as the eagle was raising me up higher and higher, the snake was getting weaker and was losing its grip around my legs to where I can get one foot out and start kicking him on his head to release me. And so God said that my dream represents my testimony and how I overcame the trials and I will testify to help others to deliver them from whatever they're going through. He said my dream represents the battle for our souls, how the enemy fights so hard to kill, steal, and destroy us. But once we are in God, he always loses. See, the eagle wings are the prophetic representation of my dream. God is delivering us out of the claws of the enemy. He also said that there is a battle for our souls, and it all depends on which role we choose to see. Either it will be victory or defeat. And so God said that he wanted me to come and let his people know that the enemy is always working to see who he can steal, kill, and destroy from. And it all depends on who we choose and what role we choose to see victory or defeat. And so God said that Revelation 12 is about how people overcame by the testimony and the blood of the Lamb. And my testimony was my dream to let you know that God is helping us out of the claws of the enemy, because he's still fighting to see who all he can get to go to hell with him. But God said to let his people know that you have wings of an eagle to soar high, and that he will not let you be defeated by the enemy as long as you're in his dwelling place. See, the enemy's scared. He's afraid. He don't want to go meet his fate by himself. So he'll try to taint the people of God so that he won't be alone. But I'm here to let you know to take heed to the warning, to go evaluate yourself to see where you have a door open to let the enemy in to try to drag you away from God. And ask God to expose it to you. Ask God to expose everything that is not of him that's in your life so that you can fix it. Because the times we're in now, God is coming soon, and you want to be prepared. And so that's just my message for you guys today. He said he will give me the okay to release more of my dreams to his people, because now's the time to be prepared. Be blessed.